Hi, greeting, fellow hunters. Spoiler look at Season 2 of Supernatural now continues on with the episode Folsom Prison Blues. An old Marine buddy of John Winchester and current prison warden Deacon asked Sam and Dean for help. Not long after a disused cell block was reopened, something supernatural started killing people, prisoners and guards, in the Green River County Detention Center. The boys get themselves arrested so as to get inside the jail. However, the arrest is complicated by the rival FBI agent Henriksen, who has continued tracking the boys since the bank heist they were involved with in Milwaukee. The public defender, Mara Daniels, appointed to defend the brothers, reviews their case and is immediately suspicious that they have been wrongly accused of many crimes. Inside the prison, Dean fits right in, drawing his extensive knowledge of prison life from movies such as The Great Escape. When a fight lands Dean in solitary, he gets to witness the supernatural killer firsthand when it attacks another prisoner. Sam discovers that Notorious killer, Mark Moody, was killed in the old cell block and traces of his blood may be tying the spirit to the prison. After winning cigarettes playing cards, Dean trades them for lighter fluid. Combined with salt supplied with their meals, they have the means to banish the spirit. Dean picks a fight with the con called Tiny, allowing Sam to slip away to the old cell block and torch a blood-soaked mattress. Whilst Dean and Tiny are recovering from their wounds in the prison infirmary, Dean is attacked by the apparition of a nurse. He manages to ward off some salt, but the ghost kills Tiny. Sam and Dean find out that the ghost belongs to Nurse Dolores Glockner, who used to kill prisoners in the infirmary, and who was later killed herself during a riot. Dean tries to get Mara Daniels to find out where Nurse Glockner is buried, and to convince her of his innocence, but she refuses. Dean argues with Sam that they must stay in the prison until they get the information and finish the job, but Sam insists they follow through with their pre-planned escape. They start fighting when the guards hauls them away. The guards decide to be Deacon. It turns out Mara did the research as Dean requested, and Deacon hands over the information on where she is buried. As arranged, Deacon helps the boys escape to the Impala, which is waiting outside the jail. After the escape, Henriksen interrogates Deacon and finds out that Daniels passed information to the boys, which he reluctantly reveals under pressure. Meanwhile, the boys are in the cemetery assaulting and burning Nurse Glockner's remains. Cut to Deacon in the prison bathroom, where he's assaulted by Glockner's ghost. Back in the cemetery, the FBI arrive, only to find that they've been sent to the wrong cemetery. The boys manage to burn Nurse Glockner's body just in time to save Deacon. As Dean and Sam are getting back into the Impala, Sam says, "Man, you thought we were screwed before." Dean says they gotta go deep this time, and Sam's sarcastic remarks that they should go as deep as Yemen. Dean drives off, with Sam and the Impala next to him. So now let's take a look at some continuity surrounding this episode. This is the first appearance of Calvin Reedy. Victor Henderson previously appeared in Night Shifter. And now finally, let's take a look at some trivia surrounding this episode. Dean says to Sam, "You from Texas all of a sudden?" Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles were actually both raised in Texas, San Antonio, and Dallas respectively. Even though the episode is named after the Johnny Cash song, it is never featured in the episode. When Dean says, "I call this one the Blue Steel," it's a reference to the movie Zoolander, in which Ben Stiller plays a clueless male model who utilizes a similar pose in most of his shots. The character Derek Zoolander uses multiple poses throughout the film and names them all, despite the fact that the poses are all essentially the same, squinting slightly and pout lips at the camera. One of the names Derek uses is Blue Steel. It's used by Dean. So, yeah. So overall, I think this episode is actually pretty interesting, and yeah, I'm really happy that the public defender didn't really turn on Dean and Sam, so yeah. So overall, I give Folsom Prison Blues 4 Impalas out of 5. Well, anyway, tune in as we take a look at the next episode, What Is and What Should Never Be. So, until then, carry on, my wayward sons and daughters.